Click, click, shirk, clang, clunk. The sound of another sandy, ancient trove unlocking fills your ears. The aspirant keys are swallowed and crushed by the device as it opens. These troves were left by the Horadrim beneath the very stones of Westmarch, full of their secrets and treasure for future generations to discover. This legacy could be considered a national treasure of Westmarch, but thankfully, it was hidden from the useless bureaucrats above. The contents of the trove spill out before you. Damn. Just more culling stones. Well, at least these stones are useful in restoring the Horadrim vessels in the Sanctum. But this treasure isn't the ancient magical artifacts told about in the Lost Tales, the ones that Deckard Cain mumbles about as he pads about his workshop. How were we, the Immortals, supposed to defend Sanctuary against the increasing demonic incursions without those artifacts? Troves full of sand and the infrequent culling stone will not be enough to prepare us for the coming onslaught. Welcome to the Legacy of the Horadrim Guide. This is up-to-date for pre-launch Diablo Immortal Season 1. This guide is part of a series detailing each of the many systems that Immortal has to upgrade your character. If you haven't already paid a visit to Charcy's Forge already, then learn how you can upgrade your items with my blacksmith guide, and make sure that you're subscribed to future guides so that you can make your character as powerful as possible. This guide will teach you which Horadrim vessels to best invest your shards, mechanics for the troves, vessels, and the Sanctum. We'll also talk about where to find aspirant keys and the vessels, and how to optimize using them. It's important to note that some of the details here may change between now and the launch, so this guide takes some extra care to explain mechanics so you can adjust your optimizations should any changes occur. I also want to give a special shout out to friend of the channel Snuggy, who ran the entire Sanctum and recorded important data for us in the early closed beta. Thanks to this data and feedback from the community, Blizzard rebalanced the Sanctum in the beta to be much better for free-to-play players. First of all, how do you unlock the Legacy of the Horadrim? And what exactly is it? Legacy of the Horadrim is a daily micro-dungeon that you can do every day to slowly increase some of your character's secondary stats. It unlocks at level 49, meaning that you can start doing these daily micro-dungeons before even you reach max level. In order to enter the Sanctum, it also requires that you complete Challenge Rift Floor 10. While you can definitely do this at level 49, it might be pretty challenging for some players, and it might be more worthwhile for you to level up more first before unlocking the Sanctum. Now, once you can unlock it, you can find the entrance to the Sanctum behind a statue in the top right area near the Elder Rift entrance in Westmarch. Now, once you enter the Sanctum, you'll find a shrine surrounded by the ghosts of the Horadrim. This shrine contains the Horadrim vessels. These vessels are found when you defeat certain bosses or complete parts of the story. A couple of them will also take you some time to unlock, including defeating the first Heliquary boss, Lassell. These vessels are critical to your character's growth as they increase your secondary stats, including damage, life, potency, resistance, armor, and armor penetration. This is very similar to the passive stats granted by Paragon levels, so you can't ignore upgrading these vessels. First, let's review each vessel in detail to understand what they do. Khaldasan's Compassion, plus 9 armor penetration per level, plus 9 armor per level. Empathy separates the warrior from the beast. Understand others. Fight for what matters most. You'll find this vessel by completing Challenge Rift 10. It also unlocks the Legacy of the Horadrim in the first place. Cathan's Piety, plus 9 potency per level, plus 9 resistance per level. In Reverence there's unity. Follow the faith and let the accords you make never be broken. This vessel wasn't in the closed beta, but we strongly suspect that this will be unlocked when you complete the story. Guilt of the Nameless, plus 18 resistance per level. Betrayal lasts beyond death. Its effects linger and perpetuate through the ages. You find this by killing the Sandstone Golem in Hell 1 difficulty in the Library of Zoltun Kulle. The Golem has a random chance of being summoned when you open a portal tome for the zone event. Now, other players in the zone can also summon it for you, so keep an eye out while you're farming in the zone for the spawn announcement. Iban Fod's Tenacity, plus 9 damage per level and plus 9 life per level. If a predator cannot overwhelm their prey quickly, they must do so methodically. This vessel has a chance to drop from the Culling stone chests inside of the aspirant's grounds. Be patient, there's no method to increase its drop chance, and don't be inefficient with your keys to get it either. Jared Kane's Vision. This gives you plus 18 armor per level. Preparation is the key to victory. While no plan is without flaw, having no plan is ruinous. This vessel is obtained after killing Lord Martanos in Hell 1 difficulty in Mount Zavane. He can be quite tough to handle solo, so make sure you bring a group if you're not geared enough. Nilfer's Precision, plus 18 armor penetration per level. Examine for 1,000 moments, then again for 1,000 more. Strike once. This vessel is obtained after killing the Ancient Nightmare in normal mode in Mount Zavane. Tal Rasha's Authority. This gives you plus 18 damage per level. Authority is derived from power. Both must be wielded responsibly, lest your efforts be in vain. This vessel is obtained after killing the Helliquary boss Lassel the Flamespun. This vessel is one of the toughest to get, as he's an 8-player raid boss, but it's also one of the most valuable. Nor Taraj's Knowledge. This gives you plus 40 life per level. To record one's wisdom is to give future lifetimes the chance of being better than your own. This vessel is obtained after killing the Blood Rose in Hell 1 difficulty and Darkwood. It can be quite tough to handle solo, so bring a group if you're not geared enough. Zoltan Kuhl's Ingenuity. This gives you plus 18 potency per level. Truly successful experiments are often not the strongest, but the most adaptable. This vessel is obtained after killing the Hydra in Hell 1 difficulty in the Library of Zoltan Kuhl. This has a random chance of being summoned when you open portal tomes for the zone event. Now let's talk about vessel upgrade costs. Every upgrade increases at the same rate regardless of the vessel that you're upgrading. This means that due to the way the stat bonuses work, it's always optimal to upgrade each vessel to the same level together. In other words, if all of your vessels are level 4, you want to get them all to level 5 before upgrading any of them to level 6. Now that said, you can still prioritize stats. Damage stats always take priority, so you should upgrade the vessels in this order: damage, life, armor penetration, armor, potency, and resistance. Now once you're done upgrading your vessels, it's time to head into the Sanctum Depths to find some treasure. This is a micro dungeon that should take less than a minute to complete. It's tiny even compared to an Elder Rift. As you defeat the enemies here, you'll find 4 Aspirant keys. This is repeatable each day, so make sure you come back after each server reset. Now during the beta, Aspirant keys did not automatically pick up, so make sure you don't accidentally leave them behind. Once you complete the micro dungeon, you'll head to the Aspirant's grounds. There are 4 rooms in total containing 5 chests each. Each chest costs an ever-increasing amount of Aspirant keys to open. The first chest you open is always free. You must open all chests in a room to move to the next, so make sure you're planning ahead. Each chest has a random combination of 3 different color stones that drop: beryl, garnet, and sapphire. Similar to the keys, they do not auto pick up, and they must be manually picked up, so don't leave any behind. In the beta, Blizzard changed the 4 rooms so that it was always optimal for free-to-play players to always open the first room. In other words, the first room always is the most efficient room for Aspirant keys, and typically there are enough sources of free Aspirant keys in the game that you can earn every day to open all of the chests in the first room every single day. I would recommend always opening every chest in the first room if you can. You will also receive a daily activity in your codex each day to complete the Legacy of the Horadrim. This is really handy so you don't forget to do your daily Sanctum quest. It also rewards 1 sapphire, 1 garnet, 1 beryl, so it's worth checking off. Now early in the beta, it was optimal for players to hold and save up to 377 Aspirant keys before spending them. Now we're keeping a close eye on this for launch to see if the optimization changes for the first room. If you want to see us discover this live, then make sure you head over to twitch.tv/echohack and give me a follow. Now you can also open chests with platinum or eternal orbs, allowing you to pay money to progress your vessels. From our beta knowledge, the efficiency of each chest is the same, except for the very last chest, which includes a bonus chest that makes up the difference. So thankfully the game never forces you to open more chests for efficiency's sake. We also think that the prices for opening these chests are too high relative to the rewards that you can get for buying legendary crests. We'll have to see what Blizzard does to balance and change those prices at launch, as they definitely will change. But for reference, here's the tables of data that we have from the beta. I think that other parts of the game give a much better value for your resources here, either platinum or eternal orbs. So you might be asking, okay, great, I have to earn these Aspirant keys. Where can I go earn these Aspirant keys? You can find them from the following sources. First, you can make a daily purchase from the Hilt Merchant. Second, complete the first kill of the day. sometimes you'll get an Aspirant key as a reward. Now, reaching certain ranks of the Battle Pass will also reward you with Aspirant keys. Reaching a new rank in PvP also rewards Aspirant keys. Opening a blessed chest from completing Elder Rifts when you have Daedessa's Blessing also will reward an Aspirant key. Completing the Assembly for Shadows rewards Aspirant keys. Completing Kion's Ordeal for the Immortals will reward Aspirant keys. If you purchase a Supplies bundle or a Trove bundle from the in-game shop, those also give Aspirant keys. Finally, you can get them as daily rewards from the Battlegrounds, and of course, let's not forget about the daily 4 that you get from the Sanctum Depths itself. Now, there may be additional sources added into the game that I'm not aware of yet, so don't consider this a completely exhaustive list. So, let's do a quick summary. First, make sure you go through the Sanctum Depths each day and get your 4 Aspirant keys. Next, open all the chests in the first room if you can. Ignore all the other rooms unless you have a massive stockpile of keys, over 377, or you're feeling like spending platinum or eternal orbs at a horrendously inefficient rate. Now finally, upgrade all of your vessels together, upgrading stats in this order: damage, life, armor penetration, armor, potency, and resistance. Well, that's it for this one. Are you going to blast to level 49 and unlock the Legacy of the Horadrim on day 1 of Diablo Immortal? Or will you take the more relaxed approach? What do you think about the lore opportunities that this upgrade system provides for Diablo? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one anyway. Peace!